Hey, so in this video, we're going to discuss the best investing advice for teenagers. Now, everything we talk about here can apply to anyone, but the earlier you hear this, the better off you'll be. I think it's kind of funny that we spend 12 plus years in grade school just to realize afterward that we barely received any practical investing advice. As a result, millions of adults are struggling to make ends meet. This is perhaps one of the main reasons why I have a passion for helping people with personal finance, investing, online business, and entrepreneurship. So if you want to join the Bread Chasers, make sure you subscribe for future content. And if you like what we discuss in this video, hit the like button to stimulate the YouTube algorithm. Now, let's get started. In life, we mostly get to control our path. Sure, we can't control some things like our skin color, where we were born, who our parents are, but we can control where we will go in life. We can choose between taking one path or the other. You could picture this video as a fork in the road. Maybe after this, you'll be inspired to make some life changes that will positively affect where you end up. Or not. Either way, remember that your time is limited, and time is everything when it comes to investing. Benjamin Franklin famously stated that time is money. Time is perhaps our most valuable asset. Our time is precious and priceless. We require time to earn money, but money cannot buy time. So when you're a teenager, this is the time for you to be investing in yourself. That way you'll get the best returns on your money in the future. That's why these first few ways to invest will be focused on your time, and then later we will discuss investing money. The first way to invest your time as a teenager is by focusing on your character development. One of the best ways to go about this is by talking to older people who have what your future self wants. These older folks know that life isn't always sunshine and roses. Maybe it's your grandparents, a favorite teacher, or a mentor that you can trust. Ask them questions about their life experiences, and I'm sure they would be happy to talk about their successes and failures. It's important to note that character development has no finish line. It's all about the journey. The second way to invest your time is by reading. Now, I hated reading when I was a teen, and sometimes I still struggle with motivating myself to read. However, a trick that always works is finding a book that really just grabs my attention and interests me. Maybe it's a book about different paths to wealth, or the true meaning of success, or how to navigate your finances, or investing in the stock market. Read something that fascinates you and makes you excited. I say this because reading can push you farther ahead than people your own age. Even if you're not old enough to start investing, you can use this opportunity to read about it and get ahead. I challenge us all to think more about the content we consume and how it impacts our lives. The third way is to surround yourself with people who are motivated to be successful. In the powerful words of motivational speaker Jim Rohn, he said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." I 100% believe this is true because I've experienced it firsthand. If you surround yourself with bad company, you may go down a path that you don't want to take. However, if you surround yourself with motivated people who will help you grow, statistically, there is a much higher chance of becoming successful. And the fourth way to invest your time as a teenager is by getting a job, straight up. Working a job will help you realize 2 big things. First is that you can make money, and the second is the value of money. At 15 years old, I was a lifeguard, and it not only taught me what it was like to work and get paid, but the experience showed me that you couldn't do much with minimum wage. I said to myself, this job barely lets me buy a pair of shoes. It doesn't come anywhere close to providing enough financial support for where I want to be in the future. Therefore, getting that first or second job as a teenager will motivate you to work harder. The fifth way to invest in yourself is to try out everything. Find what makes you excited. For many teenagers, that might be TikTok right now, But seriously, no, try out everything: photography, coding, tutoring, editing, selling. And as you know, not all skills are paid equally. So consider finding something that society places a high value on. Going through this process will help you discover your passion. When you find something you love, it will never feel like work. The sixth way to invest your time is by simply taking care of your body and health. You may have heard that health is wealth, which is very real because medical bills are expensive. I recently talked to my friend's dad who owns a large business, and he said the most surprising expense out of everything he has ever paid for is the cost of health insurance. Sure, many employers will cover this for you, but you simply can't overlook your health. Maybe this means getting involved with sports or going to the gym more. And these last three ways are for when you turn 18 and are ready to deal with investing your money. So the first one is getting a bank account in your name. Now, this could be your typical brick and mortar bank like PNC, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, or you can go with an online bank that offers a high interest rate with their savings accounts, such as Ally Bank or the Marcus by Goldman Sachs. If you want more specifics on high interest savings accounts, I talk about them more in other videos. But basically, when you put your money into these accounts, your money is going to end up making more money through compound interest. And at the making of this video, the rates are not very high due to the current events, but you can still find some decent rates. You can see here about the 1% range. You can still find some rates over 1% if you do some research. The next way to invest your money as a teen is by opening up a retirement account. There are two types: a traditional IRA and the Roth IRA. With the traditional IRA, you don't pay taxes up front, but you do pay taxes when you withdraw your money in retirement. With the Roth IRA, you pay taxes today, you pay them first, but then pay no taxes later on. Both of these accounts have a maximum contribution level of $6,000 per year, so it's highly recommended to start early to get the full benefits of compound interest. For example, if you max out your retirement contributions starting at 18, you'll be much farther ahead than if you started at 30. This is why you want to start now. I have a Roth IRA with Vanguard, and I discuss this more in other videos, so feel free to check those out after finishing this. The ninth way to invest as a teen is by testing out different investment vehicles. This is the fun part, in my opinion. Some examples include index funds, stocks, CDs, maybe even starting your own business. Personally, I began my business ventures as a teen, and let me tell you, mistakes were made, but it's all part of the learning process. No regrets. Today, I own my own businesses, and I plan to talk more about those in the future. Investing in the stock market is another big one. I have a whole video explaining how you can get started with this. And, if you're interested in getting your feet wet with stocks, you can get a free stock with Robinhood by using my link in the description below. Now, you don't have to use my link, but I get a free stock if you do, and you get a free stock. But hey, you can also go straight to Robinhood directly to create an account if you'd like. Before we go, we need to discuss one last bonus way you can invest in yourself as a teen, and that is by getting a credit card. I know there's some controversy around credit cards, which is why it didn't make my top 10. However, I want to emphasize the importance of credit cards. Having a credit card means getting a credit score, which allows other people to see how responsible you are with other people's money. If you have a high score, that means you pay your bills on time, have credit history, and use your card wisely. If people see you have a high score, they will be more willing to let you use their money at low interest rates. Of course, there are dangers with using credit cards if they're not being used properly. That's why I suggest going with a secured credit card as a beginner. Remember, the length of your credit history is a factor for your credit score. So starting early and being responsible is a great idea. All right, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you received any value, make sure you drop a like. And if you have any questions, make sure you drop a comment and I'll do my best to answer back. Make sure you subscribe to not miss any future content, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Peace.